Okay. Uh, let me just open my presentation, and I will invite you in the meantime to answer to this question in the chat. Not this one, the first one. A moment. Can you all see my screen? Yep. So this is the moment when we will launch our platform, our DLS platform, the Digital Life Skills. We called it from the beginning developing smart users for smart technology. Let's see if we keep the idea the same. And I will invite you to write in the chat, how is technology affecting your life? We asked each other already, I think almost 2 years ago, the same question. But now it's your presence, not about you as teachers or as youth workers. For you personally, how does technology affect your life? And by affecting, I mean in the negative way. Yeah, we know how technology can support our life. Let me see, where is my chat? You can just write a sentence or a word or an idea. Don't know if anyone wrote, because it doesn't show anything to me. Okay, yeah. Supporting and damaging at the same time. It makes me lazy at work, having shorter attention span, getting distracted easily. Technology sometimes makes it hard to disconnect, leading to constant notifications and screen time. This disrupts sleep and concentration. Taking quality time with people around me, and I'm spending a lot of time online, working wise and work wise and personal, and sometimes I miss this connection. I feel sometimes overwhelmed from all information and all the notification. I will also say about myself, it affects a lot my sleep. So it took me a while to understand that the problems with the sleep are mostly connected with the amount of screen that I have during the day. Right now, I think I spend more than 10 hours in front of the screen. Yeah, because work, and then you add other two for your personal use. Okay, so these are the reasons that, there was another answer too. Make me more distracted because looks like it calls me every time and I can't focus in more important things, I think. Yeah. Do you relate with most of them, all of them? Yeah. Okay. And now the question is, and you can just unmute yourself and tell me directly, so you don't have to write. Have you found a way to manage all these challenges? Have you found a way for yourself? Maybe a small trick that you have, or you're still searching for them? Like, I don't know, when I go to sleep, I put my phone in a different room. Benedetta.
Yes, I forced myself to have some hours during the day free from my and away from my phone. So I just put the fly mode on so that nobody can reach me, and then I try to focus on my own life. And
It's nice that you say on your own life. It's like if you're on the digital, in the digital world, you are not in your life. Yeah. Who
It's
else?
my life, but
Yeah,
it's something different.
yeah, yeah. Who else found a small trick that works in order to balance a little bit consumption of the digital world?
I have tried when you put a timer for the apps, and this worked for like a week. And then when it logged me out, I would just go and remove the time restriction. But what works for me is also to remove the apps from the home screen so I cannot see them. So not every time I open the phone, I open the app. Yeah.
Mm. Ah, that's so interesting. So if you have the app already there telling you that there is a message waiting for you, there is also the impulse to check. Yeah, I didn't use this one with the main screen and okay, super. Is there anyone else who'd like? Yes,
I
Susanna.
have a dumb phone again. I can show
Yeah.
it. With that's what I used to be. I mean, to be reached out by calls and SMS. But I keep the smartphone, which is here, but it has this. I don't know if I can show it. It has a launcher app that removes everything that's colorful. So it has only the names, and I have to go inside folders to go to them. So it's,
Mhm.
but still, as Inez was saying, when I started doing this, it was more effective. Now I am very fast getting to the apps anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I keep the mobile out of the room at night. Because I have the dumb one, I feel that if my mother needs me or my daughter, I'm still reachable. You know, yeah, it's
Ah, that's so cool. And do you have different SIMs? In the smartphone, you have a SIM, and in the other one.
so I keep mine the SIM for my number in the dumb phone, and in the other one I have a SIM that it's only data SIM.
Ah,
So it's not
okay.
so it's only a way to have access to. So it works like a kind of a tablet, you know. So it,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
you know, yeah.
yeah. Brilliant, brilliant, really nice. So you basically you disconnected the function of a phone from the function of all the other apps and
Yes, and for
wow.
me it's it is helpful. In the beginning, it was more helpful a bit. I realized that when I'm in a more stressful phase, either because I have a deadline that is coming soon, or I go to the smartphone more often. So I still need to find a mechanism to avoid this. But one of the things that was really, really, really helpful, both for my mind or for my mind, is that it changes the way I use it, but also I had to communicate this to the people that I most often am in contact with, and this was a way to discipline them
Yeah,
and their expectation of my reply to them, and so on and so forth.
yeah, yeah. This brings me
So
to reminding me of choreographer who had ADHD. And on his website, he wrote also this idea that he gets easily distracted and asking the people, please, in order to reach me, do this and that. And so also
great.
educating the others
Yeah,
how to approach me based on how I function. And what you did is yeah, educating the people based on what you choose to live as a lifestyle. Really nice. I hope that we can become all more aware of these needs that we have and be able to communicate with the others about it. Hi, Gulin. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Yes, thank you. Hi.
Hey, hey.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, I'm in a very crowded place now, so I couldn't open my camera.
yeah,
Just
okay.
right, yeah,
I
okay. No, I should
okay.
speak on. Okay, hello
Good.
again.
Hello, hello. Now, um, These are the partners of DLS project of our digital life skills. Now, what I would invite each, because I hope that there is a representative from each partner organization. I'm afraid from Cyprus. Is someone from Cyprus or not yet? No, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. My invitation is for each of you who represent the organization to just find a sentence or something to present your organization with, but short and in a way impactful. Like you can say a motto or you can say an idea, something that represents you as an organization. Yeah, and whenever you have it, whenever you feel like, you can just unmute yourself and you can say it or write it. Someone, no, say it. I saw already people writing in the chat.
So for
Aha.
us, we are the association in Portugal. I can say it, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we work a lot with local and youth. So I can say that local activism makes our world better.
Yes, and I experienced it, Rita, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you. Dimitrios said, do you want to me to say it, Dimitrios, or do you want to say it?
Yeah, accessible educational opportunities was for us, tailor-made micro-learning opportunities in affordable ways of so more people from a disadvantaged group can have access to them.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you can read maybe. Okay, I will go. Youth Connect is a word, a play word, so that it's connecting with yourself in order to connect with the others. This is the idea of our organization.
Thank you, Benedetta. Emily, do you want to say it or do you want me to say it because of the connection? Do you prefer? Aha, if that's okay. So Emily said we are Reset from Cyprus, a research and education center trying to build prosperous societies. That's so nice. Emily, that means that you are from a different organization. Am I so it's not CSI. Oh yes, you're so sweet. Yeah. So as you can see here on the main page, there are 5 organizations who work together during this project, Digital Life Skills, and we created together a platform that will be today released that we will talk about. That's why I invited people from each organization to say a sentence, but it's nice that you also presented yourself. Andrea, if you have a connection, you can also say something. From CSI, we don't have anyone, I think, yet.
Hopefully you can hear me. So I would say bringing together youth communities from rural to urban while developing competence.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. As I was saying, Digital Life Skills was, and it is still, it's a K2 project that took place, I think we started 2 years ago in February or something like this. I'm a bit lost in time now. Since then, we've been developing some materials. We're developing a digital platform that we will talk about today. And if you are from different organizations, if you are curious more about the project, you are always welcome to either write something in chat or contact any of us. You saw now Rita, Benedetta, Andrea, Dimitrios, me. We were part of the consortium since the beginning. And what we wanted to create was it was an educational material for to develop these digital life skills. And we work either with young people, either with children or teenagers. And the project started from this need of guiding them through the digital world, to guide them in understanding better what are the skills, the life skills needed in order for them to be healthy and also to use it in a smart way. And now I'm going to ask you all, if you work with kids or with teenagers or with young people, what are the challenges that you've noticed with regards to digital work? And now, if you were in the project already for 2 years, maybe you started to become more aware. Maybe you started to talk to people from your organization. If not, what are the challenges that you daily encounter? Again, you can write in the chat 1 or 2 words. What do you actually struggle with when it comes to young people, teenagers, children, and technology from your perspective? That their everyday life includes screens or something in the digital element. Yeah. It's funny because the place we can find them is in the digital world. We sometimes try to bring them in the face-to-face world through activities, through projects, and then they go back in the digital world. So this fluctuation, this pendulation between the two worlds is something that we are sometimes trying to do. Engage them in an educational way without it seeming boring. Okay, that's also true. Yeah, how to make it interesting if you have to compete with the digital world, how to make normal activities like face-to-face activities as interesting. Balancing the online connection with the real life connection. For them to have a space, to have a safe space in the digital world. Yeah, the word safe is also very important because for some of them, it's also damaging to be there. It's also painful, or maybe they search for help and they find something else instead. That almost every young person I have spoken to now admits to having an addiction. Oh, wow. Ooh, you gave them a test to, to go through?
No, but if I ask, they almost every young people is telling me, yes, I know I'm completely addicted to the smartphone and to technology. So
Yeah. Oh, wait, there was another answer too, but I'm looking. Okay, I'm gonna go forward and come back to the other answer because it's doesn't done. It's working. One of the biggest challenges that I've noticed is that when we develop educational activities out of the digital world, they have not interest and feel bored. Yeah, the same, feel bored. Now I'm gonna ask, yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna ask also the people who participated in the Portugal mobility that we had. Rita, do you remember our young people being bored during the exchange? Yeah, I think you have to unmute.
No, they were not bored.
They were not bored.
Yeah.
Okay. We managed during that event. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, you need to struggle a lot in order to
Yeah.
also balance. What we also did was that we engaged the digital tools.
Yes, true. A lot.
Every Yeah, so they had to either film or to create shorts or to do like viral short videos and to invent other viral things. So yeah, we had to use the technology a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Someone is from Puhu, the partner of ELNN project. I'm an academician. I'm interested in the platform due to I'm working with university students. Engagement is the main challenge, although they are the children of the digital age. Engagement. And by engagement, you mean to be focused, to pay attention, to be in the activity. Yes. Okay. Before we jump to the platform, now I have the question for you. What would you do to prepare these children, young people, teenagers for all these challenges? What would you do? The first thing that comes to your mind. And not generally educate them. Because yes, educate is one thing, but what would you do? Would you do a campaign? Would you do, I don't know, a course maybe, or an Erasmus project, or do you make maybe new rules in your organization? No phones during the breaks. I don't know. Face-to-face contact. Yes. What else? What do you do to overcome these challenges? I will show them clear, impactful examples of the negative impact. Scare them. That's also a good idea. That's what I also do with my kid. I show him addicted kids. Yes. To make them aware also, because sometimes it's like, yeah, as you said, Benedetta, I know that I'm addicted, but this became like a simple label that I put on myself. And as long as everyone is addicted to technology, then it's a norm. That's the problem. So a simultaneous-based youth exchange where participants get to experience these real-life challenges and can find ways to overcome it in a fun but educational way. Okay. It's really nice. Make them feel comfortable asking questions without feeling ashamed. Oh, that's super sweet. Yes, yes. Also, maybe offering them a space where they can talk about their own challenges because sometimes they might be ashamed. Yeah, I feel addicted. I can't stop scrolling. I'm afraid to go out and meet my friends, but who can I talk to? Who can I tell this? Okay. We were talking at the beginning of the project, and I hope that throughout these years we managed to find this common space between preparing young people for life. And for this, I believe that if you work in an organization, you've been as an organization doing this already for a long time, or there is a lot of know-how about how to prepare young people for life. But the question is how to prepare young people for the digital life. And this is a new question, maybe a new direction for many organizations to take into account. And in the middle, somewhere in the middle, the digital life skills appeared as an idea. Yeah, because it's easier to just project the life as we know it. But what is difficult for us most of the time is to understand what is the digital life that they are navigating. What are they actually coming across? Yeah, and not knowing it from the theory, but knowing it for real. Like what are the, I don't know, what is the content that shape their mind? What are the contacts that make them feel close or open up or trust people? Why digital life skills? I think I've already said because we want to fill the gap between these two set of skills that are very important nowadays. A few things about the project, like the digital life skills aims to develop smart users of smart technology, as I already said from the beginning, by bridging this gap between life skills and digital skills. what we want young people to be able to do is first to navigate it, but also to contribute to this environment. Because what's interesting is that they are the one creating the environment. The environment was not there already. They are creating it, and someone else is, they are also inhabiting it. And then how to do it in a safe way for themselves and for the others, respectful and thriving. Because the connection between their personal lives and their future professional life merges a lot in the digital space. Yeah, what I post there is available for everyone, either is my future employer or is my friend. So as my two identities merge, I need to be more aware of what I bring, how I want to shape this image. The objectives of this project were, and we are still looking at these objectives, were to raise awareness among young workers and educators about behaviors in the relation to technology. And what I can tell you is that from an activity that we had with the Romanian teachers, there was such a need to for them, first of all, to understand what is happening with their students, to have tools in order to manage these behaviors and these changes in the dynamic of the classroom. And also, it was a need for an open dialogue. I know that in some countries, having like cyberbullying as a topic in school is normal, but I don't know about the schools where the countries where you come from, but in Romania there aren't many of these topics. Only if maybe a teacher or someone is offering a project. But raising awareness is the first step, and developing an inclusive methodology. You're gonna see we already finished and we uploaded on the platform. Promoting responsible digital citizenship, and this is something that we still aim to create, to continue to create in the Discord community and through our communities in our organizations, in our digital communities, and increasing the capacity of the organization. And by this, I mean also maybe to pay attention as an organization to this kind of ideas, this kind of projects in the future. And I'm also curious at the end of this project, what other projects might appear as brothers and sisters of DLS. I'm also curious how this can continue for us and also for other organizations who find this interesting and important. This is what happened from the beginning. We assessed the needs of these young people. We asked them questions. We made some infographics. We understood what exactly is needed, because otherwise it's only in the parent attitude of knowing better. So we wanted to hear their voices. We created a Discord community where people can always open these topics, discuss, have challenges, have interesting maybe debates and ways of interacting on this topic. Created a database DLS, and I might say that I'm so happy with this database. I'm personally sharing it. So once you find it on the website, you can always give the link to your friends. And I'm personally sharing it to teachers and parents, and they are so happy with it, because we have together like 90 something, if I'm right, 90 something resources that you can go through if you want to understand, read about any of these topics regarding the digital life skills. And sometimes I hear like, yeah, but I don't know what to read or where to start. And I'm always like, start here, look, 90 resources, use them. You're going to be a teacher at the end of. We created a curriculum. We call it curriculum because we took this big theme and we split it into 9 subjects, the digital life skills subjects. And each subject you'll see on the platform has the curriculum, has some information. We try to make this information easy to read, but also friendly. If you're a teacher, youth worker, it's important to just relate to it, to understand that it's for you. It's not something scientific. We collected the information from trustful sources, but the way we wrote it is more friendly and easy to follow. The same curriculum is also translated into audio version, because this is something that we also encourage. We don't want people to just stay in front of the screen and work and read. This can also be followed while walking or doing something else. So audio version will be soon also on the platform. And then something that is very valuable are these session plans. And these session plans are, imagine that you want to teach or you want to introduce the topic of cyberbullying to a group of, I don't know, young people. They are 18, 19, and you're wondering, okay, what should I do with these young people to make this topic first interesting, relatable, to raise awareness, but also maybe to make them sensitive to it, but also to train them and prepare for what to do in case cyberbullying happens, in case you are the victim of cyberbullying, or also to understand how to keep your environment, friends, or the online environment free from cyberbullying. So we took all these questions and we transformed them into, we call them session plans, but they can also be lesson plans, because they can be taught in a school or in a high school, or as well in a project, in a youth exchange project, or a project in your organization. Let's say that you want to have an event about digital life skills. So you just collect some of those activities and prepare. You have already done everything to facilitate, to deliver this topic. However, you can always adjust it. You can always take something and transform it into something else. It's just for you to have ideas. And I can tell you that we tried them out. We tried them in Portugal in one of the mobilities. You can see it here. We tried them in the mobility in Romania. And we just saw what works, what is still difficult to get, to grasp. But it doesn't matter, because non-formal education can always be adapted and transformed. So the idea is there, the activity is there. You can just apply it on your target groups. There is a question, let me check it. Make them feel comfortable asking question. Thank you for the presentation. What? Need to leave. Okay, Emily. It's gonna be recorded, so you can see it. Most probably it will be uploaded also on the platform. As I said already, we met in Portugal, we met in Romania to test all these materials and also to keep on creating new one. And now we are in this phase, which for us is almost the end of the project. It's called dissemination. I'm going to show you the platform. If you worked on the platform, you know already what's in it. Maybe we uploaded new things in the meantime. You see yourself now. This is funny. Me sharing things. Just a moment. Done. Do you have questions, things that you want to add? No, you just let me talk. Okay. So here is the platform. Everyone brought their contribution to the content, to the design. What you can find here, first of all, is this Discord community. And by Discord community, it's not that we want to keep young people even more in the digital space. No. What we want is to show them that Discord, which is a so much used community by them, can be also used in this educational purpose. I like that I asked one of our collaborators who takes care of this community in Romania, and I asked him, what do young people do on Discord? And he said, everything. And yeah, it is everything. So what if out of this everything, they also learn about digital life skills? For this, we created this community. What you can do is simple. You just click on it, and if you have a Discord account, you just jump in. Oh, this is mine. You can see already. You can find there challenges, questions, invitation to discuss this topic. But what we also aim in the future is to just allow this space for young people to come and to bring their maybe curiosities, concerns, and every now and then to stir up a little bit the discussion. Okay, you can also see here our partners. I'm going to go with you through the platform just to have an idea what you can find and where. Here more about the project. What was the target group? The target group was more for young people and for youth workers. However, the session plans, my recommendation is to also adapt them to teenagers, for instance, if you work with 13, 14 years old kids in school. And you can find here the database that I was telling you about that I'm sharing with everyone. And it's like, it's like a book with I'm going to go directly to material with all the resources. You can have here on the left some labels, colorful labels for each of the topics. Yeah, the topics are digital life skills, digital citizenship, cyberbullying, safe online. Now I'm screen time management, empathy online. I believe that we covered a lot. Yeah, it might be that there are other topics, but we covered everything that a person needs now to know in order to be online in a safe and helpful and healthy way. Yeah, you have here books, and then if you go at one point, there are studies or videos or digital platforms, because this is not the only digital platform. I might say that during our research, we found tons of digital platforms, and it's so nice because some are for younger kids, some are for teenagers. So you can also take whatever is useful for you. Then we have the infographics that I was telling you about, which are related to the needs analysis, what the young people might need in this direction. And you have them nicely presented. So each question had some answers, and we looked at what is the overview answer to these questions. I'll come back. I don't want to keep you more than that's why I'm a bit rushing, but you're always welcome to join the platform and to check it by yourself. This is the nice part and the most, I believe, the most complex part. You can see here the 9 modules. And each module has a presentation, and then you go into either curriculum, which has again chapters, like each curriculum was split in more ideas, like what do we want to know more about digital citizen identity, and we identified how to build a healthy digital society, how being what means to be respectful and proactive. And then if you just open it, you'll find again lots of materials about this topic. I'll go back. These are the session plans. Each module has 10 session plans. Again, I think it's a lot covered. Some of the topics are overlapping because it's normal. Yeah, if you talk about cyberbullying, you can also find cyberbullying in the safe online area. But every module has a different way to approach the same topic, maybe, if they overlap. So critical thinking, you might find it in many other subjects, because Yeah, it's important. It's the basics of developing a healthy digital life. And if you go in each module, yeah, you'll have a description. And as I said, with the session plans, you have everything. Like, I'm going to open this one just for an example. You have the outline, how much time. Some are 2 hours, some are 1 hour and a half. Also, because you can play with them, you can use them all together in one big session. Let's say that you have a youth exchange and you want to use sessions throughout 1 week, or you can use them throughout 1 year, academic year. And you plan to have every session one per week. Here you can find the materials needed. Some also have the slides in case you need to project something. And then there are always introductory activities and main activities that you can play with. Believe me, my colleagues were super creative. Everyone brought their own super skills in creating educational materials, and I so much enjoyed going through them, reading, and it's a lot of there are a lot of resources here. Dum, dum, dum. And then you'll have video tutorials, which is a short introductory about, oh, this is me, no. A short introductory about the module. Those are very useful if you want to introduce the theme with youth workers. Yeah, if you want to present them why digital citizen identity and why we want to teach it in schools or in youth projects. Yeah, and I think this is it. If you have questions, if you want to know more, if you want more materials or want to understand how to use these materials, always feel free to send us a message. And yeah, or maybe you don't understand the activity. It's written there, but still you don't get exactly how do I apply it. You can always send us a message and we can come back to you. Now, if you've never seen this platform before, you can also tell us or ask us something. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. If you've seen it before, you can also say a word, maybe. Rita is, yes, let's applaud ourselves. Great. Yeah. Do you have questions until now? No. Great. No. Nicely presented. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now I have a question for you. Thank you so much. I think it will be useful. I'm also, I hope that it will serve maybe people who want to educate young people in this direction. I know that it can seem complicated, but if you go through the curriculum, you might find so many relatable things. Like I was thinking about screen time management and lack of sleep, exactly what I gave you as an example. And while reading, while doing my part of writing about this topic, I already learned a lot. So as a youth worker, you are already doing a lot for yourself just by deciding to I'm going to approach this topic with people with the young people that I work with. Yeah. A question for you. How do you plan to use either this platform, this idea, or your experience during this project further? So if you were involved in the project, how do you plan to use maybe your experience? If not, this platform, this idea. And you can either write in chat or you can also unmute yourself because they are the last 8 minutes and I don't want to be the only one talking.
Okay, I can go. I I wrote a youth exchange for the last deadline and it got approved. So in 2026, I will go with a youth exchange on the topic of digital empathy, and this is how I will improve it.
And you did digital empathy. You wrote it.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes.
Thank you, Benedetta. Wow, this sounds great. See what you do if you read too much, then you want to write about it in a project. Thank you. Who else
You're welcome.
has any? Maybe you have it already in a plan, or you just think about it. It's also fine.
I am going to facilitate a training course for young people. It's for young people who are going to become summer camp. I don't know the word in English.
Facilitators.
Yeah, tutors, animators, and the topic for this year, because it's something that happens yearly during 1 week. The topic for this year is media literacy and well, I don't remember the second focus, but anyway, it's everything related to this. And so yes, it's within the week, 6 hours. I mean, it will be transversal to the contents, but it's 6 hours exclusively dedicated to this will be there.
Okay, great, great, great. Thank you. Okay, we also have people writing in the chat. So, Rita, for sure, I have activities about this topic. Will be a platform that I will go take materials and use it. Oh, sorry, Rita, I can't. I enjoyed a lot some activities that I learned during this project. Yes, and Rita was in both projects, in the in both mobilities. Is it okay if someone else takes it over? Just for you, Dimitros, to share your what you read, what you wrote here.
Yes, as I wrote in
Yeah,
the chat, we have a
I need.
project with Sub-Saharan Africa, where there is a lot of literature which says that young people are facing huge problems with the use of technology because in some parts technology was not accessible, and when it became, the use is uncontrollable. And this applies to younger people and also university students that I am very interested in. So for sure, this kind of resources will be very useful for the teachers and the people who work with these young people.
Thank you, thank you. I saw your LinkedIn post about this project that you're developing now, and
Yeah.
yeah, I
And there
think
is
that
a lot, very big problems with addiction to mobile phones, wrong use of internet. Yeah, so I feel it will be very useful, and they're very good in English. So it doesn't need even to be translated in any language. As it is, they can be using them.
super. I like the when the projects connect with each other because then our work is also has a continuation, and we just use materials. Well, if you haven't participated in the project, it's also nice to share. Maybe you have an insight. You think about, I'll have a serious discussion with my friends, or I'll have a free of technology weekend, or
I can share. I was just gonna ask the thank you, Dimitris, for sharing because we'll have probably project with African partners as well. And in my mind, I was thinking probably this is the least of the topics that we find important to approach, but actually it can be interesting to educate also organizations there that work directly with this group so that they also have the right tools on how to do it.
okay, yeah, nice, nice. Christina just joined. I don't know, Christina, if you were from the beginning or you just joined now. Okay. We are in the last 2 minutes, so is there anyone else who would like to share?
Can I just ask one question? Is it possible to have the contents? Because when you go inside each module or each chapter, you get this visualization of the PDF. Is it possible to get it all in one as one publication with everything?
That's a good idea, like a book, like a digital book.
Yeah.
I can ask. I think it's possible. Everything is in Canva already, so I will ask Andrea. I don't know if she's on now, but I will ask her if someone can do it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because I think the content is all there. Maybe the only thing, if we would put it in just one publication, maybe the
people-
only thing that would be missing is a cover, but in the end we kind of have it because the database has some, so it's just to adapt, no?
Yeah. If Andrea didn't hear, I'm gonna transmit her. But it's a great idea because then people can just download it and have it, and they don't need internet in order to open it. I can also share for work. The plan is from September to start projects with some of the schools to train volunteers who can go in these schools and teach the preteens and teens about these topics. So we will try to adjust it to younger target group and then just to apply everything. Hopefully it will be a good pilot project so we can then my dream is to bring this in the curriculum of Romanian school. Let's see. Yeah, Andrea said that she can do it. Okay. Questions or one word or something that you want to take with you on holiday? Less phone, less screen time. Yeah, at least for ourselves. I believe that every project that we work on impacts also our lives, and it starts from there. So I hope you're gonna have a relaxing, good rest of the summer. And we will see with some of you online. Enjoy. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the participation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
So much.
Bye.
Bye.
Ok. Mă auzi, Andreea?
Da, ieși toată lumea?